I was going to close quite differently, but I think I'm going to just do it spontaneously based on this discussion. I think it's been really illuminating for us who've spent days, nights, months on all of these issues to learn a little more about how some of these issues are going to be addressed by the donors moving forward. And as a sort of closing set of comments, I wanted to say that we certainly don't think that donors are responsible for everything, and all global AIDS financing cannot fix all the problems. But we certainly believe that donors have a big role to play given the proportion of funding that is provided by them. And just as our colleagues have described, it is a partnership between countries, government and other stakeholders, and the donors. But I think that it's inherent in a donor relationship that there are some power dynamics that have to be worked out so that governments can understand that they are able to, governments and other stakeholders in countries, to apply for certain funding. So I'll just say that there certainly are opportunities. We hope that we've identified a few key ones where donors can extend their resources to actually strengthen health systems further. And we certainly don't say that they're not doing it. I think they are doing it as they've described to you today. They're making many serious steps. But this can really be enhanced so that donors don't get branded as part of the problem, but very much the solution around health systems. So let me thank everyone for staying here. It's extremely late. I hope that the discussion has kept you here. And I'd like to thank Steve Morrison for being an excellent moderator and keeping us on time. Our colleagues from the donor agencies for kindly giving us their very precious time to be here on a Wednesday evening in the middle of an IAS conference. And of course, my colleagues on the CGD team who, without which we would never be able to do this research. And of course, my team at CGD who work tirelessly to get these reports out.